Welcome to the Motivated Podcast. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and you know what we say over here. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And shout out to all my supportive channel members. Thank you so much for your membership. And if you want to gain further support, join my channel membership. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Motivated Podcast. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your channel for motivation, inspiration, positivity, all of that. And if you're new here, subscribe. I'd love to have you over here as a fellow motivator. So, welcome in, everybody, whether you are live or you are watching in the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you motivators. Let's go to the chat and see who's in the chat. I don't see anybody in the chat yet, but it's all good. Yes, everybody, if you could please hit that like and welcome to today's podcast. Today on the podcast, I'm going to be speaking on rejection. I think this is a very important topic to cover. Um, and let me just say this that, the topic rejection is a protection is not coming from me. I was in my dear sister Shay Love. She was doing a topic and she was talking about something, and she said rejection is a protection. So I always give credit where credit is due. Shout out to you, Shay Love. Thank you so much. And because of what she said, it got me to thinking I should do a topic in sharing how rejection it can be a good thing. So we're going to get into that today. So rejection is a protection. One thing that we have to understand, don't be angry because you were or you are rejected. Not everything or everyone is good for us. And that's a message. I spent a long period of time in my life feeling that because I wasn't accepted, people didn't like me. But it's not always that people don't like you, it's that they're not the right people for you, or they're they're not what you need in your life. And we get rejected sometimes because people are very uncomfortable with our personal growth. People get very uncomfortable with the light that is within other people. People reject you for many reasons, and we have to stop blaming ourselves because of rejection. Rejection is a good thing. And I'm not going to even lie to you and tell you when you get rejected, it feels good, because that would be strange. Nobody likes to get rejected. It's something uncomfortable that nobody really wants to be a part of, being rejected. But you don't want to have people around you that really don't care for you. I'd rather have the real people come around, the people who actually rock with me, the people who actually support me. So don't be angry because you were or you are rejected. It just means that it's no from these select people, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a rejection from everybody as a whole. Hey, how are you doing? Narc Slayer Speaks TV. Welcome. Happy new week to you. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, and that's what people do. People will get angry at you, they'll get mad at you. People will actually go to the limits that they will hate you. People will actually hate you because of your bright light. People will hate you because you are liked by other people. So don't think all the time that a rejection means 100% you. The rejection means they are rejecting what you stand for. They're rejecting what you do. They reject who you are. They reject because they can't be like you because they're not you. People get very uncomfortable. They get really weird and strange when a person is a bright beam of light. Light attracts people, and they don't like that. Some people, they want to be the center and the focus of attention all the time. And if they cannot be your center and focus of attention, they don't want anything to do with you. And they try to start some mess, they try to start some drama so that other people will reject you as well. It's a tactic. Sometimes it works. It works from some people, and it doesn't work from others, because a real person is going to recognize, I like this person, I rock with them. Don't be easily swayed and persuaded by other people. You got to ask yourself, what is the reason why this person is saying this about this individual? Show me the receipts, show me the proof before you believe it. Let's not just be of the opinion that just because somebody is saying something, it means that it's something that is, number one, true. It is something that, even ask yourself, well, what did they do to them? That's a real thing too. That's what we do as mature people. When people have a falling out, don't just jump onto the side of your friend, your family member, or whoever. Find out, really, did that person do something to get this heat, to get this smoke, to get this rejection? Or is it a them problem? That's what we have to identify. Yes. Yes. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Realist One here. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy new week. Happy Monday to you. Yes. Thank you so much to everybody. If you could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. So, yeah, everybody, don't be angry because you were or are you rejected. The rejection is a good thing. It means that you're being yourself. That's all it is. Isn't that what we all want? Everybody should be striving to be more of themselves. Strive to be more of you. And people who like you will stick around, and the ones that don't will leave. When we get rejected, it's a good thing. It's good for us, and we're going to get into that a little bit more in the next few points. So, rejection also protects our mental health. If we really think about it, when someone rejects us, you're also rejecting their drama. You're rejecting their foolishness. You're rejecting, being associated and a part of that drama. So that rejection is good for our mental health. Who wants to hear it? I know I don't. I don't like to hear the drama. I don't like to hear the negativity. I like bringing things that will help my mental health, that will restore, that will, make me feel better about myself. But some people, they love drama. They love to be, always at somebody's neck, and it's always somebody else's fault. So let's also think that, rejection is not always us. That's something that I had to learn in my walk, in my maturity as a woman, that rejection is not always about you. When people reject you, it means that they're rejecting themselves, that they see something inside of you that they wish that they had, they wish they possessed, they wish that they could be like you. Sometimes they want your whole life. They want your whole look, or what you're about, what it is that you do. They want your lifestyle. But we can only be ourselves. I know that's all Marlene can be. I worked hard to be the woman that I am today, and I hope that you all as well work hard to be the woman or the man that you are, and know that that's good enough. There are going to be people who come around, they're going to like you. There are going to be people who come around that are going to hate you, and there are going to be people who come around that pretend to like you, but they actually don't. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. They're looking to destroy you. They're looking to take you down. And we're going to get into that in a little bit too. But, that rejection, it protects our mental health. It's good for us. You don't want to be aligned with certain people, okay? You don't want to be aligned with certain things. And it's not good for our mental health to, like, when things don't work out sometimes. I'm trying to say, when things aren't working out with something, don't try to force it to work. Don't try to force people to hang around you or support you. Don't be with the fake support, the fake, that they're really here for you and they know that they're not. I don't like that. I can't stand it, actually. So I'd rather somebody be real with me to my face. If I've done something, I want somebody to be mature enough to be like, Marlene, you did X, Y, and Z. I'm grown enough to say, yeah, I did do that. Or I didn't know I was doing it, or whatever it is the case is. But it's the 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 griminess, it's the sliminess, the slithering in the grass. I don't like. That's the part that I don't like, is when you think somebody is your friend, or you think somebody cares for you or whatever, and in actuality they really do reject you, but you haven't seen all of the signs yet. But it will be revealed in time, because I do believe if you look really and honestly for red flags, you'll find them, you'll see them. Not everybody is meant to be in our lives. So by somebody rejecting us, you should be be happy. Be happy that you have been rejected, because you don't want to be a part of that crew. You don't. You don't want none of it. Okay, you don't want none of it. Hey Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. Narc says, so true. I don't want that type of energy around me. I don't water relationships that are unalive. Yeah, we have to, it's something that we learn as we mature, as we grow, as we get to know ourselves, learning to identify the people who are takers and users. If we want to be real 100%, we know when somebody doesn't care for us. We know when somebody doesn't like us, even if it's our spirit will tell us. Or you'll feel like something is strange, like why do they act that way? Or someone who keeps themselves apart from us, or they only come around and they only say 2 or 3 words to us, that they've already shown that they don't care for us that much. And that's okay. It's best to know who people are. It's best to know who people are, and and then move according to that. Move according to that. If somebody shows you they don't care for you, don't go running after them, trying to chase them down, trying to force them. Oh, hey, you want to hang out? You want to do something? You want to go? And they're already telling you and showing you they don't care for you. So stop doing things like that. Respect your own self. Rejection is good for your mental health. And when somebody is showing you that they don't care for you, leave them alone. Back away from them. It's not good for us. You don't have to beg for people to love you or support you. People who actually care for you will be there. And it won't be any of these excuses, because people make excuses all day long about what they can't do. But if you really want to do something, if you really want to be around somebody, you will. It won't be no excuses made. People will make time for what is important to them. And unfortunately, sometimes we are not important to everybody. That's what it is. That's what it is. You got to take things sometimes. It's a hard pill to swallow when it's people who are our family, our children, your romantic interest, the workplace. We feel that people are so into us because they trick us, wolves in sheep's clothing, pretending, coming around, smiling, talking to you. But our spirit always tells us, our spirit always tells us when something is off, but we have to have enough courage to believe it. Believe that rejection is a protection. You're being protected. Don't be upset, angry, asking why. When it's no, and for good reason. Let them be. Let them stay over there, okay? And rejection protects us spiritually from being around the wickedness and the evil. There are some people that, to their core, they are evil. They have nothing but wicked motives. They want to seek to destroy you in any way they can. And some people even will rather go to the effect to see you unalived. They will do anything to get you to not be around. And I feel like that's so sinister. That's so cruel. How could people be like that? But I'm telling you, they exist. And sometimes the ones that think of us that way are the people who are right in front of your face. You know them and you see them every day. They don't not like you. They're not just rejecting you. There are people actually that hate you, pure hate, pure evil, and they will do anything that they can. They want to see your demise. They want to see you fall down. They want to see you slip. They want to see you angry. They want to see you sad. So when these people reject you, don't feel sad. Don't feel angry. Don't ask yourself, why am I being rejected? Be glad because you're keeping yourself apart from their evilness. You don't need that in your life. You don't need it. You don't need the drama. You don't need their negativity. You don't need none of it. That rejection is going to protect your spirit. You ever see, like, when you go into a room, sometimes you could feel like the life being taken out of you, like the energy being taken out of you because some people, their energy is so off. Mm, you got to pay attention to those things when you're around certain individuals, and like you'll go home and you'll leave and all you want to do is sleep because they're taking from you. You got to pay attention to that, motivators. You got to pay attention to people's energy, and if it's off, when it's off, leave them alone. Mm-mm. When it's off, you can't change it. And I spent such a long time thinking that I could change people. I thought that, I don't know, I think because I'm just naturally a kind person, I just don't understand why other people would reject me, why other people don't like me, especially when I have done nothing to them. But that's not a question all the time for us. That's their own question. They need to work on themselves. A lot of people got issues mentally. Some people got mental health issues. Some people have some mental illness. Some people have a lot of unresolved toxicity inside of them that they need to start working on themselves. Yeah. Yes, rejection is a blessing. Never get offended. Yeah. Yeah. Peace out. Uh-huh. Definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. It is a blessing, but we have to change our focus to that, because sometimes when people aren't there for us, they're not supportive, or the people that are, they put on this, I don't know, I can't even explain it. They just have this way of coming around, and they giving that fake support, like they're into you and they're really not. Like, I don't know, like they come with some motive, they have an agenda, and those are the main ones that are in your face, are the ones that cannot stand you, that hate you, that are very jealous of you, and they don't want to see you around. They don't want to see you win or succeed at anything, because some people, if it's not about them, they only think about themselves 100% of the time. And if it's not about them, because they're selfish, if it's not about them and them winning, They don't want to see another person win. They always talk about, oh yeah, I'm here for you. No, they're not there for you. They only say that so that you can be there for them. You see how people twist it around? And the more aware you get of yourself, of your energy, of the things that they talk about, the way they treat other people, we have to go by what people do and not what they say. And I'm speaking to the ladies and the gentlemen. Don't let people by, appearing to be so nice, appearing to be there for you, and they're not there at all. It's nothing but fake support. They don't like you. Actually, a lot of them hate you. They're jealous of you, and they have been stabbing you in the back for some time. I always say all the time, if somebody talks about somebody else, it's just a matter of time before they talk about you if they have not already. So, people who, when I see people who like to talk about other people all the time, they're always gossiping about another person. I got to back away from a person, because if you feel so free to talk about everybody like you don't make mistakes, like you're perfect and everybody else isn't, that's when I go like, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Yes, definitely fake support. Definitely narc. Definitely. And those are the ones that you got to pay attention to, because rejection is not good for our spirit. And these people, we can't know and read what people have inside. We don't know what other people are planning. You don't know that part. But our spirit always tells us when something's off with somebody. So when you feel like something is off, listen to that voice. It is the beginning of protection, even before we know that intuition, that all of it, being very cognizant and being aware of how a person is acting. Like in Jamaica, they call them sometime-ish. People who are into you sometimes and other times they're not. So the people who are sometime-ish, they can stay over there. If you can't be the same way all the time, stay away from me. Hey, James, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome in. I hope you're doing amazing. Yes. So let's go to the next point, everybody. So rejection protects us, okay? Rejection protects us, but it also helps us financially. We care for people, but some people, they only care for your money and not you. Oh, that was a message that needed to be served up hot and fresh for somebody. Rejection helps us, but protects us, but helps us financially. We care for people, but they only care for your money. They only care for your money. They don't care nothing about you. They only care about you when you can give them a handout. And if you can't give them a handout, now they hate you. Now they're talking about you. Now they're spreading your business. Now it's this and that. And you're like, wow, okay. So those are the type of people that will only like you when you can give them some money. If you can't give them some money, they don't want no parts of you. I feel like those are the worst persons. And I hate to say that, but a lot of times they're in our very own families. We know them. I know there's some of you who know some. I know some. Yeah. Yeah. Always talking about how much they love you. No, they don't, you don't love me. You love my money. Period. Period. Y'all better wake up and see it. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They love your money. All you have to do is stop giving them money. Stop giving them gas money and this money and that money and helping with the bill and helping them to turn their phone on and light bill and blah, blah, blah. When you stop that, see how much they're going to love you. Test it. I always say test the waters. Test the waters of all relationships. Y'all better test them waters, because if somebody can't be there and give a 20, 50, 100 or more, and they start cussing you out, then they start telling your business. Hmm, it's not you. They're rejecting you because they can't use you, because you're aware, you can see it. You guys see on the horizon, you see all of the using. Don't let people use you, even your own relatives. Let's wake up, everybody. Wake up. Ooh, that sounds delicious, James. Yeah, we definitely have to pay attention. Definitely have to pay attention. The ones that we think care for us, but they really only care about your money. Okay. And this is another one. Rejection protects our hearts from being with someone who is using us. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. When we care about somebody and we like them, we kind of give them a lot of, we give them a lot of chances, right? But when somebody keeps doing things that's hurtful and mean, those are forms of rejection. When somebody won't show up for you, won't support you, doesn't listen to you, doesn't give you emotional support, doesn't give you mental support, doesn't care about helping you financially, pay attention. If you're the only one in the relationship putting in the work, that's not a relationship. That's not a relationship if you're the one doing all of the work. No, we don't do that. We're not doing that. We're going to pay attention, and we're not going to let people use us. Okay. Rejection protects our hearts from being with someone who is using us. Especially romantically. We deserve to be loved and not used. You deserve to be loved and not used, and not have your heart trampled on, or lots of mind games, play games with your mind, and they don't care for you. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, okay? If somebody's playing with you, always making excuses, but they're never doing the right thing, when are you going to wake up and leave them alone? Leave them alone. They already have shown you for a long time that they don't care about you. They've been telling you before they say it out their mouth. Cheating on you, lying to you, lack of support, won't help financially with bills, very selfish, only care about doing things that they want to do, like to argue. No, 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 everybody. No, no, no. Those are all forms of rejection. Okay. And you deserve better. You do. You deserve better. Next point, everybody. Next point. Don't let people play with your heart. That's a form of rejection, and we deserve better in a romantic relationship. Rejection guards our soul. Woo! Y'all wasn't ready for that, were you? Rejection guards your soul. We may be rejected by them, but you are saving your soul to gain life with your Heavenly Father. Who was ready? I know y'all wasn't ready for that message. There are people, and being around them can cause you to lose your soul. Not just your life, because your life is just by your flesh. Your soul. Your soul could be taken hanging around with certain people. You're going to let people get you involved in doing some evil things, sinister things, just to get accolades or just to get clout in this world, in this society. I rather be accepted and received by my Father and be rejected by them. That's just me. To each his or her own. Everybody, is always free to do their own thing. But yeah, rejection guards your soul. Save your soul, everybody. Okay. Rejection also protects our time. Rejection protects your time. By rejecting them or being rejected, you get to be happy because you don't have to waste your time. You don't have to waste your time on people who really don't support you, people who really don't like you. You can relax. You can do your own thing. You can focus your time on the things that you need to do for you. And there are a lot of people who They want you to always be out there supporting them. Everything that they do, everything that they do, you're there for them. You have time for them, but you have to ask yourself the same question, but do they have time for me? It's not that you're looking to get back exactly what you put into other people, but if they don't ever have time, do they ever have time for me? Do that what do they support that I do? Hmm, interesting. And if you see that you're not being supported in your life goals, your missions, the things that you like, that's not a healthy or good relationship. So it's better that you get rejected, because now you don't have to waste your time. You know, reject other people, and other times we have to reject them because our happiness is important. Our time is important. Yeah, that's important. Our happiness is important. It's important. If you're walking around and you're miserable, remember you have to make a choice to change that. I spent years, do you hear me? Years being angry, complaining, blaming other people because my life was a certain way. But whose choice is that? I had to make that choice. You have to make the choice to change. If you don't like how your life is, you got to put in some work to fix it. Why am I not happy? Is it the people around me that are making me unhappy? What am I going to do about it? Be happy, because you don't have to waste your time. And this is another one, and I think I have one more after this. I got one more after this. Rejection protects us and helps us to have peace and joy. Now, if this one isn't a message for everyone, I don't know what is. If we get rejected by other people, it's good for us. It protects us, because certain people don't give us peace. Some certain people don't give us joy because they are angry, they are miserable, and there are certain personalities, and it causes dissension and anger to rise in us because they're always at somebody else's necks or throats, arguing, being angry, always ticked off at something somebody else does. But really, is it always other people or is it them? And I had to even ask myself too, the reason for my lack of peace and joy, is it me? Am I stopping my own self from having peace and joy? Yeah, sometimes it was me. It was me. I had to learn to stop holding on to people who are negative, stop holding on to people who are angry all the time. Because if you're around people and they're angry, it's going to cause you to be angry because you care about them, and it follows. That energy follows. So be grateful you aren't part of them or a part of their associates. And I have to say that too. Be happy when you get rejected, especially when it comes to like jobs, in school, when you get rejected. Speaking to those who are younger or in school, when you get rejected by other people, it doesn't mean that you're not a wonderful person. It just means they reject you, maybe because they don't understand you. Maybe because you're winning at life, because you're phenomenal, because other people like you. Don't let other people, and their lack of supporting you, their lack of, joy, or their being just a miserable individual. Don't let that stop you from your joy. Go out and have some fun. Enjoy your life. Live a great life. Be phenomenal. Be phenomenal, everybody. You should be grateful when certain people don't like you, or when certain people stop coming around you, because it frees up your mind. Now you can get your energy focused back into what you need to be doing. And I have to say, for a long time, being around certain people got me off my focus, got me off my purpose for my life, the purpose that I believe that God has for me. And because you're so busy always following behind them and their ridiculousness, their drama, their whatever, not having their life together. You can't get your life together when you have people around you that don't have their life together. And as soon as you leave those people off, you leave them alone, your life starts to get put in place, because you don't have to deal with their foolishness anymore. You don't have to deal with people and their foolishness. So rejection is a protection. This is a big one. This is a really big one, and this helped me a lot when I was especially going through my therapy. That rejection is a protection. A lot of times in our life, I know from I was a child, I always thought that I needed people. I thought I needed certain people in my life, but that was not the case, actually. Hey, Eunice, how are you doing? All is well here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're good. For a long time, I thought that I needed people in my life. I thought I needed certain people, like I have to have them. And I was so beat up. I was so hurt. I was so sad because of the way they treated me. And I thought that I had to have them in my life. Enlighten and empower yourself, everybody. It is quite the opposite. A lot of times we think that we need people. No, 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 everybody. They need you. They need you. We hold on to people thinking that we need them. You don't need them. They need you. If you really tap into who you are, what you've been through, your light, you know, just walking in the manifestation of your light, using your talents and your gifts, when you start to know yourself and love yourself even more, you become empowered. Your mind becomes empowered. You start working on yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence. You respect yourself. You know what you can do. You believe in yourself. So don't take it personally, everybody. When somebody rejects you, when somebody doesn't like you, enlighten yourself. When people leave your life, it enlightens and it empowers us. We get stronger because it just means now I got rid of more dead weight. That's how I look at it all the time. When people leave my life, good, 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 goodbye. Don't be sad. Don't be upset. Don't be angry. Get enlightened. Start to focus more on yourself, and work on fixing yourself. Don't put your self-esteem in um what other people think about you, and they don't like me, and thinking, oh, I'm less than or anything like that. No, don't let your confidence go down. Don't do it, everybody. Don't do it. Hey, Shay, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Don't let your confidence be put in another person. Do you hear me? I'm speaking that from experience. Don't let your confidence be in another person, because if that person leaves your life, it's like, who am I then? You got to know yourself, everybody. You got to know yourself. You got to love yourself, and you got to have your own focus. Know your own light from within. It means working on ourselves, learning to respect ourselves, having a healthy form of self-esteem. Not that you walk around and you're cocky and think I'm the baddest and I'm better than everybody else. No, I mean having a healthy form of self-esteem, knowing ourselves, being proud of what we've been through, celebrating ourselves and say, remember what you went through, but you're still here. Every time I think about all the times where I wasn't even supposed to be here anymore, but I still am, that empowers me. I am empowered every day I wake up. I have another day, another opportunity to love myself and to use my gifts. But I choose to use my gifts to bless others. I choose to use my gifts to help others. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let your confidence go down. Don't wrap up your self esteem in the rejection of another person. They're not rejecting you, they're rejecting what you stand for. They're rejecting who you associate with. They're rejecting maybe because you have the gift of gab, because you have certain talents, because you have a gift, because you have good family. Some people hate you because they can't get you to go back and forth. They can't get you to do something mean and nasty. They can't get you to be grimy. They can't get you to be like a snake slithering on the ground because you're not like them. That's not you. They don't know. They don't understand it. A lot of people, they get very perturbed, very confused, very frustrated. Why can't I get them to cuss me out? Why can't I get them to say this? Why can't I get them to do that? Why can't I get them to be angry? Why can't I get them to lose focus, take their eye off the target? If all people can do is to get you to slow down, they've won. Do not let them win. Do you hear me? Don't let them win. They may not get you to stop, but if they get you to slow down just long enough to go back and forth with them, argue, start some mess, they see people. Some people are like pigs. They want to get you to roll around in the mud with them, get involved in their filth, in their foolishness. Don't be a part of it. Reject all forms of that negativity, that evilness, that wickedness. Don't put your head in that. Don't put your heart in that. No. When they leave your life, it's a gift. It's a blessing. When people reject you, it's a rejection for a reason. Okay? Don't be sad about it. Don't be angry. Say thank God. Say thank God. Amen. That's what I say every time. Thank God. Thank you for removing them from my life. Okay? Just what you needed to hear, Shay? Yes. Yeah, they are. They're clowns, Shay. Clowns. Hmm. Some people, that the things that they do is absolutely ridiculous. But don't, you know, it's easier said than done when it's somebody that you care about, somebody that you've known for a long period of time, somebody that you thought, quote unquote, was your friend, somebody who it was supposed to be your spouse or significant other, or somebody, your relative, somebody you're close to, somebody you cared for, somebody you confided in, and they completely break your trust. They are the most disloyal. They will do some evil and wicked things to you. But don't take that as a personal thing and think it's a rejection of you. It has nothing to do with you. Most of the time, rejection has nothing to do with you. It's not about you at all. People reject what you stand for. They reject your light. They reject that they can't break you. They reject who you stand for. They reject who you serve. It's too much. It's too much. And some people are just too much. Some people are just too much, and you don't need them in your life. Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. I want you all to understand that rejection is a protection. And when certain people leave your life, yes, for a time, you're going to be upset. You're going to be angry. You're going to be sad. Get it off your chest. Talk about it, with the right people, with people that really do care about you. But then move on. Move on with your life. Move on with your life. Okay? Yes. And my God removes them out of my life. We need to be obedient and allow these people to stay out of our life. Yes. And stop bringing them back. When people keep doing things and hurting us, we think, oh, I got to forgive them. No, you don't. That was your the door being open and telling you go, pushing you out of the door and say, run, get away as fast as you can. But you forgive them over and over again. You keep bringing them back in your life. No, 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 no. When somebody does something to you, when somebody is so disrespectful, so rude, lying to you, cheating on you, it will forever happen. Taking them back is not going to be good for you. When somebody does something to you once, they will do something to you forever if you allow it. If. See, but we know better, motivators. We got a strong mindset. We know our worth. We know what we're about. We know what we deserve. Okay? Know that and receive it, everybody. Receive it and then believe it. Okay? And this is the last point, everybody, of rejection is a protection. When I tell you that this is a whole message and a word for me, what I needed right now in this moment, rejection doesn't mean no. Just because something was rejected for you, say a business opportunity, certain people, that doesn't mean that it's not no forever. Sometimes a rejection means no, not right now, because what the reason for your rejection is you're not ready for it. What if you did get that? What if you did get exactly what you want? How are you going to handle it? Can you handle it financially, emotionally? Are you in a good space? Do you know how to handle the money? Are you ready for the elevation? Are you ready with what comes with what you're asking for? All of those things we have to understand too. When we get rejected, it doesn't mean no forever. It just means no right now. It just means in this moment, you're this is not good for you. Okay? It just means this isn't good for you right now. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Appreciate you being here. And this is something that I honestly really needed because of something that I'm going through right now in my life and in my business, in some things that I'm doing in the background. And I keep asking for certain things, keep going for things, and I keep getting no, no, no. But it doesn't mean that that no is forever. Sometimes that no means no, you're not ready. No, you're not capable. But it doesn't mean no forever. It just means no right now. Not no, no right now. You're not ready. You're not ready, son or daughter. You're not ready for whatever is coming next, whatever is attached to this. Are you ready emotionally for it? Are you ready financially? Are you ready spiritually? Okay. Can you handle more? See, if I had to learn this, that if I cannot handle my life as it is, how can I handle more when I'm going to be in charge of it in a leadership role? So that's the reason, like I say all the time, be prepared, not get prepared. Be prepared, not get prepared. If you want certain things in your life, you need to start working on yourself. Being accountable, learning to forgive easier, being resilient when you fall down and just, oh man, I fell down. That was messed up. And ask yourself questions like, honestly, as a grown woman or a grown man with maturity, what did I do? What did I do to cause that to happen to me? And that takes a lot of maturity. When we go through things, we immediately want to blame somebody else, point the fingers, right? It was this and it was because of and this and that. But also, what did we do? Did we do what we were supposed to do? Were we at the wrong place at the wrong time? Put all the cards on the table. If you're going to speak it, speak the 100% truth. Rejection doesn't always mean no. It just means just no, not right now. And then there are some things that will be no forever because that's not something good for you. Some things and some people are not good for you, and you need to leave them alone. Leave them alone. Stop bringing them back in your life. Stop forgiving them. Stop opening doors that needs to be closed. They were closed for a reason. Don't open it back and invite them back. No, like, what are you doing? Don't go backwards when you're supposed to be going forward. That's what elevation is we have to understand that we outgrow people, we outgrow relationships, we outgrow thoughts, we outgrow so many things. And it's not because other people are less than us or anything like that. But when we mature, you just may stop liking certain things that you used to like before. Yeah. And that's okay. We got to learn to be okay with all of that too. I think that's an important part of growth is um, not taking everything like, oh, all the time it's because they're jealous of me. I hear that all the time. You're jealous of me. You're jealous of me. Not all the time it's jealousy. Sometimes people, you get rejected because of you, and that's a hard pill to swallow. That was a hard pill for me to swallow too. I got rejected because I haven't learned something yet. I haven't learned patience. Okay. I haven't learned to stop being angry. I need to learn to be more calm. I need to learn to give people the benefit of the doubt. I need to improve my listening skills. So, in the rejection, always ask yourself, what could I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I do better? How can I be better? There's always something we can learn when we go through something. When you get hurt, when somebody does something to you, you also have to ask, even if somebody did something wrong to you, you also have to ask yourself, what did I allow? What did I allow? That's taking the blame as well. Yes, they may have done X, Y, and Z, but also what did I do? What did I allow them to do for me? Why didn't I stop that? Why didn't I speak up for myself? All of those things we got to be, and it takes maturity to stand in those shoes and to hold all of it and to take all of it and to say, yeah, that was me. I did that. I should have said no. I should have said I didn't like that. I should have whatever it was. I should have walked away. I should have done whatever it is. Growth. That's personal growth right there. When you can accept all of it. Yes, they did that, but I also did this. And that's how you can stop yourself from keep making the same mistakes over and over again, or and keep choosing the same friendships over and over again, and keep choosing the same romantic relationships over and over again until you fix and heal why you are choosing certain people. Then you can't fix the problem. Yeah, that filled me up from the inside. That knowledge, we choose based on what we believe about ourselves, and until we start believing better about ourselves, knowing that we deserve better and we can do great things and all of those things, then we're not going to go after and do what we actually deserve. So everybody know that about yourself. You deserve to have great things. You deserve to have great things. Yeah, it is a hard pill to swallow, but it's a part of growth. It is. It's so hard to say I messed up. It is so hard to say I messed up, or I allowed X, Y, and Z, or I should have said no, or I should have never done that. But when you do that, you form in your mindset shifting, rewiring your thinking so that you don't say I'm not, and I'll never do that again. And ask and tell yourself why. I will never do that again because X, Y, and Z. If you don't have a reason why you won't do something, you'll do it again. You'll do it again until you know your why you do things and why you don't do things. Your choices will always be the same. You're going to always keep making poor choices. You will always make poor choices until you make a decision that I deserve to make great ones. I deserve to make better choices. You do. You deserve to make good and better choices. Hey, Miss Tracy, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Yes, hey to the chat. A shout out to everybody. Really appreciate every single one of you. And I just wanted to say that, rejection is a protection. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. When people come in your life, when people use you, when people say no to you, when you don't understand certain things, don't take it. Everything is not personal. Sometimes you get rejection just because that's not good for you, because you moved on, you're in a different season in your life. You can't keep choosing the same things your whole life. At a certain point you have to mature and want better, and you have to do better, and you have to go around the right people, and you have to use discernment. Okay, you have to gain some insight, you got to do some research. So yes, some things do happen to us in our life because we lack knowledge, we lack support, we lack understanding. But then when we get that rejection, we have to ask ourselves, what did I learn from that? How can I grow from this experience? How can I be a better person? And that's where the elevation comes. That's where the enlightenment comes. Okay. Yeah, be the best form of yourself. Don't get upset, don't get angry because things happen, situations happen. There's always something that we can gain from. There's always something we can learn, how we can improve, how we can be better as moms and dads, aunties and uncles, friends and cousins, siblings, workmates, neighbors, and just as humans in general. We can always be better, always. And it's not always about everybody else. Sometimes the rejection means it's something that I need to work on inside of me. That rejection means maybe I need some work. Mm. And I know we don't like to receive that. That's not the most pleasant thing, to know that we need to work on ourselves and improve, and, and do better and treat people better and be kinder. That's not always the easiest thing, but it's something that is so important. I always like to ask myself, would I like to get the treatment that I am giving to somebody else? And if we wouldn't, why not? Do something about it. If you don't like something, if you don't like the choices you're making, change it. If you don't like the way you're being treated, stop going around them. You know, everything is up to us. It's up to us. It's how you choose to look at your life. If you choose to forgive others, if you choose to forgive yourself, if you choose to believe in you, all personal choices. But we got to make a choice to love ourselves. You got to make a choice to love yourself. You got to make a choice to forgive yourself. And you have to make better choices. So when you get rejected by others, a friend, a coworker, a spouse, significant other, friend, whoever, somebody that you know, an associate, maybe your business, it didn't go the way that you wanted to. Whatever rejection it is that we are facing in our life, look at it as something you can grow from, a life lesson, um, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to elevate and to be better. Yeah, every day, every single one of us motivators, we can be better. We can be better even when we've been rejected, even when we've been hurt, even when other people let us down, hurt our feelings, make us feel sad, don't give us the treatment that we feel that we deserve. But it's okay, because it makes us know that person may have hurt me, but I know more what I want in the future. Always change things around. Always look for the silver lining. Always look for what you can learn, what you can glean from life. Okay. Yeah. And that's how we do it over here. We're motivated for a purpose, for a reason. We know our worth, we know what we deserve, and we're going to keep working on us. So don't think a rejection is a bad thing. No, rejection is not a bad thing. Rejection is a good thing. You don't want certain people in your life. Okay. You don't want them nowhere around you. You don't want their negativity. You don't want their drama, their foolishness, their evilness, their wickedness. No, no, and no. Okay. So when you get rejected by other people, think of it as a protection. It's a blessing. Okay. and be grateful. Be grateful that you got rejected, and turn that around and say, thank you for the protection. Thank you for the protection. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your support of this channel and the Motivated podcast. I really have been enjoying doing the Motivated podcast. I hope you guys have as well. And I definitely will see you tomorrow with the dose of positivity, probably around the same time. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're watching in the replay, hit that like button. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. How have rejection been a protection for you? And you know what we say over here on Marlene Motivates? Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, oh.